Okay. I hope this helps somebody. Let's talk pool service for a minute. Pool service. I'll run a full service. Don't run. I am the owner, founder, not one, but two pool companies in the Las Vegas area. Hint, I started out as Pull and Poop, making it the third. People laughed at that, but now they have dog waste removal services everywhere you look. Anyway, back to the pools. Let me help you guys out. Where is my chlorine going? That's the first thing that when you're coming upon a pool that you're experiencing algae problems. The previous company lost this pool because the swimming pool went green after he did his services, and I watched it go green because I happened to service the next, not only this pool, but I happened to service let me go there. Happened to service that pool and the pool next door. And the good thing that you got to remember is, where's my chlorine going? So this I just drained. It has a little tinge to it as algae is trying to thrive in it. And I'm slamming the pool with chlorine. Now let's go take a look at the neighbor's pool real quick. Okay, that's another neighboring pool that has a greenish tint to it. It's not the plaster. It's what's trying to break through the plaster. So where's my chlorine going? Upon initial startup, I think so far I threw in over 9 pounds of dichlor shock. So every pound of dichlor shock increases the cyanuric acid parts per million by 9 parts per million. That cyanuric acid is very, very important. Too much of it could prevent your pool's chlorine from working right. Too little of it, and the pool, is fighting all summer to keep the chlorine in. So cyanuric acid, depending on what region you live in, I see a lot of pool posts, and they keep forgetting to say each region of the United States is different. It varies by cloud coverage, atmospheric pressure, what's going on. Here in the sunny state of Las Vegas, you see that right there? I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's the sun. That means that this pool, from the moment the sun rises over those there, time of around 6, maybe 7 o'clock in the evening, sun is beating up on this pool all day. So number one, this pool should be serviced in the evening time, but we don't have that luxury. This pool should be serviced in the evening time. Number two, this pool, not only with that pool, he has a chlorine generator, which helps. These pools, the cyanuric acid level, which acts as a sunscreen or a tint for the chlorine, so the what do you call those? Ultraviolet rays of the sun won't draw it out of the pool. That keeps your chlorine inside the water. Because this pool sits in the sun all day, chlorine is constantly being drawn out by the ultraviolet rays. So a key for pools like this, number one, if you're battling algae problem, number one, check your cyanuric acid level. And number two, you want to find out, where's your chlorine going? Are you having too many parties? Is it organic? Or, as in this case here, is it sitting in the sun all day long? Those are the very first two things you need to ask yourself. What's happening to my chlorine? Next thing you need to look at is, where's my cyanuric acid level at? Number three, how old is your pool water? We're going to talk about that in a moment here. Age of the pool water. This is fresh pool. I did the drain, I did the refill, but it stays very pretty. Now you got to slam it with chlorine. How much chlorine? A lot. A-L-O-T. And we're going to talk about something I learned about liquid chlorine, or sodium hypochlorite, or sodium hypochlorous acid. We're going to talk about something I've learned about that with two problem pools, but I discovered something different. I've been doing this for about 15 years now. I do everything from maintaining to full service repairs. I do everything but build the pools. Do I need to get into that? Not really. But I can tell you how to build one and build it right. But we're going to talk about issues surrounding your pool. Keep this in mind. I hear 1, 2, 3, 4 different pools, and each of them could react in 4 different manners, and you treat them differently in 4 different ways. Not all pools are the same. I had over 275 stops or accounts in Vegas when I was running that high, and not a single pool. They can be literally next door to each other. 2 different scenarios, 2 different problems. They could not even have any swimmers in it. 2 different scenarios, 2 different problems. Let's talk about it. Let me know what you think in the comments section. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Peace.